So all these things together, which will be a start for 50 years leadership for a new technological era. Everybody wants to get it. So we can come to Africa, Latin America, Arabic countries.
Namaste, Valentino, and welcome to India.
Namaste.
So, how are you feeling today?
I feel very well, friendly, and I think there is good future for our cooperation with India. So we can do that.
I'm so glad you are here. In India, we believe Russians and Indians are a very, very, very good friend. And I'm looking forward to your visit. We can convert this friendship into a good partnership. So what are your views on that?
Together with our St. Petersburg Export Promotion Council, we organize the business mission in India. Exactly to learn what might be the response of Indian side, our proposal, not to sell something black box and come back and get money, but to find a partnership, create partnership based on technology transfer, exchange of technologies, training of people to higher technologies, which might be not only good, but also independent and will be safe against any cyber attack. Also to be produced here in India and not depending on any spare parts buying from China, America, whatsoever. So this is a rule when you want to be a state, independent, have sovereignty.
Yes.
So now after 2-3 days already of work in India, of meetings, particularly here in IT, it's very good. It's very interesting and promising. I see, yes, India is coming exactly this way. So if we combine your resources, your huge resources, and also ambitions, we need to have will and ambitions to become world leader. And our resources, which are not so numerous population, but we have so many times with champions in software development, in great universities, ACM programming, ecological contest. So we know how to create new technologies and also trying to solve unsolvable problems. That means this innovative nature of Russian engineers with the high school and your immense potential in innovations, we can produce joint full of competences in IT. Modern IT means artificial intelligence, blockchain, quantum computing, quantum communications, all these things together, which will be a start for 50 years leadership for a new technological era. So I expect coming back to St. Petersburg and to tell everybody to Rostov and also in St. Petersburg government and central government and Ministry of Digitalization and Ministry of Industry and Trade, yes, as a business diplomacy, it does work. We can produce important effect of our cooperation for both countries, but not only both countries. When this model is implemented here in India, this model will be expanded to other countries.
Yes.
So then we produce something good and independent. Everybody wants to get it. So we can come to Africa, Latin America, Arabic countries to expand this model and to create a larger 8 billion people population, which will be working in this new model of life, model of business.
If we build a good partnership, so we can also go to the other countries. Like Russia and India got collaborated in a way, and now we want to sell our services as a partners to different countries.
We need to cooperate with everybody who wants to cooperate. With Americans, yes, Chinese, Europeans, if they want to cooperate on equal terms, we are open. But still, every country should have independent technologies. We have sovereignty. We understand that we created this model as you are sovereign. We have cooperation. We have honest approach.
Yes.
Yes, we have reliability on each other. And we have also realistic things. So
India is consuming more than $150 billion IT services from the western part of the world, right? And I just need to understand what are the areas Russia can participate in Indian ecosystem, and eventually down the line 5 or 10 years we can start absoluting our Western dependency, and we can look around for new partners like Russia partner. So any specific industry you want to target first once you come to India, so that we Indians can eliminate our dependency on Western side.
Mm-hmm. I can divide it into parts.
Okay.
First part is when we are now depend on the West. There we need to replace something by something which is not dependable. It's an important thing. It's called import substitution, but we need to replace things which can be invented 15 years ago. If we stop on that, disaster will not be future. So we need not to forget about this replacement or substitution of important things, not of everything, but processors, operating systems, all these things which are crucial, cybersecurity,
yes.
which are crucial for infrastructure, critical infrastructure. But we don't forget about the future. Future is artificial intelligence, all this kind of related to safety of artificial intelligence, because it's a very important thing. Also, blockchain, a new payment system, independent of American dollar. Also, things which are coming with computers, quantum computers, quantum communications, with new technologies which bring new quality of life and create new markets which don't exist at the moment.
Yeah.
So we need together to create these new markets in a new way, when it is not for making colonialism and to get black boxes and to have money and raw materials from other countries, but to expand our technologies, to let other people enjoy it, and to become a new society, world society, which much more better.
So what are your views, since we are discussing here quantum computing?
New technologies come first to the military and the secret services. That's why I think that probably first use of this quantum computing will be to crash our crypto codes and then to enjoy information. So it will be the first application, sure. And the next is fintech, probably, yes, to expand fintech operations on the world to facilitate all transactions in money and then to save them from anybody. And next, sure, to calculate important things like prepare people in the planet to find a new Earth, somewhere, Mars, behind Mars, which is impossible to make ourselves by one country. So we need to use other resources and other principles of calculations which provide us the ability to make a model of these things which is very, very far from here. So how to live there. Also, human life. Now we live 70 years or 50, 80 years, etc. But when we come to cosmos, we need to live 150 years. So we need to use these technologies to better understand the genomes of human life, yes, and to make in a way that help genome to produce necessary chemical for the future, so make life different, and that needs calculations and digital models of human life.
If you compare about between the Western side, China and Russia, so where we are standing in quantum computing right now?
The quantum computing is considered in the Rosatom.
Rosatom, okay.
They do that.
Okay.
They're good, strong, and they will develop an international cooperation with them. But when I met people who are working on this quantum computing, and I had to ask them, at what time do you think you will have evident results of that? In 10 years, he said, yes or no, let it larger. Here in IT, I see people working in different startups which are working in very, very different areas.
Yes.
So we need to try every possible areas, any possible areas before we find which is the better. So it is not to say that the key quantum computing. It's one possible direction. Probably in biology we'll find another way.
Yeah.
But our head works differently. So probably we may have an approach to understand how it works. To need less energy for the thinking, yes, for artificial intelligence, to make it quicker and more effective.
And also I need to understand what are your views on AI and where we position in AI as a Russian?
In Russia, we have at least two, this model of neural networks. It is only two. In China, thousands, like that.
Why China has 1,000 models and in Russia we have only 2 models?
Because Russia has about 10 times less population than China.
Yeah, okay.
And we are in different situation now with this situation in Ukraine. So we cannot spend as much money as necessary for that. The Russian market is so small. So in my view, if we want ourselves to become world leader in that, we will not be. So we need to find cooperation, partners for this cooperation, where together we will be much stronger. We have, I would say, synergetic opportunities when we cooperate with India. When we do it with India, this thing, we are sure to come quicker after China and become on equal terms. And when we are equal, we'll say China, why not to make it together? We are not so big country, the population, the market, but we have ideas how to make this new model.
Yes.
And this help us to be among these huge countries, very fast growing, China and India, become their partner. And triangle is a very strong. Triangle is much more strong than two
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, what was important, these three countries together, RIC, will not destroy anybody else.
Yes.
There's no need for that.
Yes.
No necessary for that. So they, all of a sudden, they will transfer these technologies to everybody, to let all the population of the whole earth to use it, to enjoy it.
We also want to partner with Russia, Rusov, to launch a model in India. We can sign some MOU and open for that discussion.
That's very good, because now there's a kind of consolidation of
Yes.
AI ecosystem in Russia.
Yes.
So first, we have had Sberbank, which is the leader, which has its own model neural networks. Second was Yandex, and others were making not generic AI, but industrial AI.
Industrial AI.
Means they are working for metal industry, for machinery, for chemistry, using AI in technological processes. And since then we have robots, etc., drones, and we now have 8 associations of companies making artificial intelligence in different spheres.
Oh, that's nice.
And now we combine our smaller companies making practical thing with Sber, Yandex, and together we are a real ecosystem. So when I come back to Russia, I will surely come to Sber and to Yandex saying, yes, we have experience of working with India, and we see how huge opportunities are if we unite our forces.
We can open some excellence center. Doesn't matter in Russia or Shanghai, China or India. Motive should be to open excellence center wherein we'll hire the best of the minds from Russia, from China, from India, and we can start working on our AI. And if we start, first of all, we have to come on the same page, all the 3 countries. I'm sure we can make wonders.
Yes, in June. In June, yes, you are welcome to St. Petersburg. In June, the 3rd AI forum we're organizing it. But what is interesting also, that we need first to understand that AI is it has some risks behind. Because if you apply to American models and ask them, please make a picture of cosmonaut. They will have astronaut and American flag behind. So these risks should be eliminated. We need to share data between us, but to make in a way that algorithms will be controlled and verified and tested by all together. We agree on this standard. So we need to have standards of AI which are shared between countries which will work on this model. Second, we have general laboratory, for all countries participating, which makes certification of solutions. And then we have legal regulations, which is comfortable for all the countries.
In fact, Westerns are also concerned about risk.
Yeah,
and I read somewhere last year the BRICS summit happened. After that, around 29 other countries, including Turkey, which is the part of NATO, they have requested us to the BRICS association. I want to partner with this association so that we feel more secure, more powerful.
Yes, we are more powerful, but I would say that RIC is the kernel.
Yes.
So we need first to agree between us and to make this kernel happen. When the people say in other countries, you'll see there is a kernel with RIC, BRICS will immediately come and extend it.
Yes. India 30 years back and now? What is the difference?
So India for me is fantastic country. We have so many friends here in India, which also have interest in building business. When can we create a chamber of like
Yes.
Russian Media Chamber
Yes.
where we work closely with different people from different sides and accelerate the process of our cooperation? Because political thing is one thing, business diplomacy is very
Yes,
much important.
very important.
What you do, what we
Yes.
do. So probably to make an instrument for accelerating this business.
Yes, it is. It is. It
cooperation.
is.
Okay.
And definitely we'll work on it. And thank you. Thanks for coming again. Thank you.
Thanks.
Namaskar.